Welcome to Variant Reviews. On this episode, we review Marvel Select's Disney Store exclusive, The Superior Spider-Man. Alright, we have Marvel Select standard big box here. It's looking pretty good, if I might say so myself. Now on the side, we have some really nice artwork. Check that out. And on the back, we have, your standard pick, your standard description, and let's go in for a closer look. Check out Spidey right there, looking pretty cool. Now, I believe this rendition of the Superior Spider-Man is from the earlier issues when he fought the Sinister Six. That pretty much explains why he doesn't have the gauntlets or that backpack that he has in the later issues. The base looks pretty awesome, man. I'm not even going to lie. It has some pretty good stuff here. It had a little helmet, the boomerangs here, a little figure here, a little portion of a guy. There's a lot of detail. If you really get in close and start looking in, you start seeing a little bit of the shading, a lot of that dry brushing. Man, it's just awesome. They did a really good job on this. Man, let's just look at some other little parts here. Look at that little head there. Man, looks awesome. This part here, this is pretty much where the figure is going to stand. It has little peg holes. And you stand them up, you really only get one kind of a stance with them. But anyway, there goes the base, guys. Looks great. Now, Superior Spider-Man, obviously, it's going to be from Diamond Select Toys. It's a great figure. Has 16 points of articulation. Stands about a little bit over 7 inches. And obviously comes with the base that we saw earlier. As soon as I took the figure out of the box, man, I was excited because I started seeing all this detail that this figure has. From the webbing all over the body, it's pretty much sculpted onto the figure. The lenses and the eyes, the little detail there. Man, it looks great. You look at the back, the little logo on the back looks awesome, man. Just check out that little, it's just a little bit more detailed than you would normally see in any other figure. This is pretty dope, man. You look at the front of the figure, you'll get to see a lot of the detail that they actually added into it with the little spider logo. A lot of times figures will have that spider logo looking all messy and stuff, which is pretty sorry. On the toes, they added that little extra toe with the lines on there. That was a great attention to detail right there. I like that. It does turn side to side, and it does 360 all the way around. Goes up and down. It doesn't really move up or down too far up. Not as much as you would want in a Spider-Man figure, but it works. Now, the ab crunch, there's not really that much of an ab crunch. It's more of a matrix crunch because he just goes really far back. But he doesn't go forward at all. So I don't know what you want to call that, a back crunch. But that's pretty much how far back he goes. And he goes side to side with that waist swivel there. Check that out. He has full arm rotation. It moves up and down, pumps in and out. He has a little bicep swivel. He does have a single elbow joint, which kind of sucks for a Spider-Man figure. It's kind of disappointing there. He has a wrist articulation, and it works pretty well. The only thing is, it doesn't go side to side, which you'd kind of want in a Spider-Man figure. Now, you can open his legs a good deal, but not too much as you would want. Again, in a Spider-Man figure, you could rotate the leg all the way around. Check that out. Not too bad. Now, the only thing I don't like is that, he'll never be a Rocket, because that's as far up as he can move his leg. Now, he could do that, but that looks kind of crazy. Look at that. I don't know, man. I don't really like that. Look at that. What the? Now, he does have double-jointed knees, which is a surprise because, well, you really can't do anything with them as far as posing them, but that's good. Now, let's look at this crazy-looking foot. He doesn't have a calf swivel or ankle rock or anything like that. This is pretty much all his foot does. And it's kind of a shame because, you really want a Spider-Man figure to have some kind of ankle pivot. And don't forget the peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Now, as far as the likes go on this figure, I love the sculpting. I love the detail. I love the paint job. It looks great. They did pretty good with the paint applications. I gotta say thumbs up on that. And the representation of the figure was great. If you kind of know going in what kind of figure you're going to get, or at least what they're going for, hands down, this representation was pretty good. Now, on the other hand, the dislikes, I gotta say, one major gripe I have is they didn't include any extra hands or anything like that. They should have added 2 closed fists, 2 web shooting hands and maybe 1 doing a thumbs up. I don't know. But I feel like they actually came short on that. Also, the articulation on the figure, in my opinion, it really did fall short of any kind of a Spider-Man figure that you really want. You really want your Spider-Man figure to pose like a Spider-Man, point blank. Now, another dislike, the back of the figure's head. Oh my god, it looks like a butthole. Dude, what were they thinking? I don't know if they actually planned this part out or it just came together that way. They should have just made it continuous lines. Somebody definitely dropped the ball on this part. Alright, now, when you compare this figure to the Marvel Legends Superior Spider-Man, obviously they look totally different as far as the design, but when you take that out of the equation and you just look at simply just the articulation, Marvel Legends has them beat. I'm a Marvel Select kind of a guy. I just love the figures. They're bigger. They're a little bit more detailed. But it's just, man, this particular Superior Spider-Man, I've messed with it. I've done a little bit of posing with it. Man, it looks awesome, man. It's probably my best Spider-Man figure I've ever had. Now, when it's all said and done, I do have to say this is a must-have figure for any Marvel Select collector. I do have to say it does fall short of being superior, but nonetheless, it is an awesome figure, and you got to get this figure, definitely. Now, I want to thank you guys for watching another episode of Variant Reviews.